new moon.
Yeah.
From Drunvalo has something that's not exactly that, but something like that, and it was absolutely powerful. Both of them were.
Yeah,
I
and this
agree.
idea of finding this, although that was not particularly the source that although I agree, Drunvalo has done a lot of work like this, and I agree. And this particular place he would have
I said like
described
that.
as...
I just love those kind, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we are planning a series of evenings of meditation.
Indeed.
That we may do that on one of those evenings. When I first got this, when I looked at it and decided that I would buy it, I thought, oh, gee, well, this one place is really neat. Look at that one place. And I thought, well, the rest of it is this, whatever. But now that I've been looking at it through this time, every square inch of this is covered with iconography. Or
Excellent.
Icons. Hi, caller. What's your name, please?
Good for you.
Hi, this is Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Okay.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while.
Yes.
Anyway, I'd like a reading, and it's about my job. I've been in a new job for about a year, and recently I've been getting a lot of good news, but I don't know if it's just kind of setting me up, or should I believe it?
Okay. Well, let's see what we get. First card, one thing that I feel is going on in your life right now, just in general, is that you are getting to the place where you're trusting your inner voice. And one message of the Courage card is trust it, trust what you're feeling. Let your body always knows when something's true and something feels right. So start listening instead of the mind, because the mind really doesn't know. It's not designed to know, but the body is. So listen to the body. And here's another trust, and you got trust right along with that. So trust what your body is saying and trust the move to the new job. Now the totality is saying finishing up one thing before you're beginning another, and I really do feel like things are getting ready to blow wide open for you creatively. Feels like lots of opportunities and maybe for some more changes. And so this would be a good time to finish up any of that belief in not being good enough and fear of moving forward or not having confidence in yourself, rather. So now would be the time to do that kind of stuff. Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And let's go with our next caller. Hi, caller. What's your name, please?
Mary Jo.
Hi, Mary Jo.
And I'd like a reading for Mary today.
Okay. And then if you have something to add, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I will after this.
Or if you want to continue with your heart meditation idea, the meditation nights are going to be really a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to those. Because meditation is where it's at. Okay, first card, the rebirth. There's something came in from that. We think that we go around and we start over with things. It's like, oh, here it comes again kind of thing. I feel like there's a cycle that's beginning to start over again for you, because we do tend to have those patterns in our life, and they're directly tied to our belief systems. But this is going to be really wonderful. And it even feels like somebody that used to be in your life coming back in. That's going to be really nice. And our tendency would be to kind of hold back, thinking, oh, look what happened in the past. But I would say get really open-minded and be a little receptive, and trust that it's okay to set things down and be open. Here's the receptivity card. I knew it was coming. And be open and receptive to what does come. Because it may look different than it actually is, and I think it's going to be better than you think. Okay?
As limitless creators, as we say on this show all the time, as limitless creators, there is absolutely no place anywhere, anytime. There is no place that we are powerless. And so we have to define paranoia as the feeling of powerlessness. Anybody that is, watching... Powerlessness.
Remember Les Nessman?
I do. And this idea of the amount of paranoia that we, the human race, seem to experience constantly is totally fiction, and it's perfectly all right to remember that you are in charge of, we are in command of our lives, and this idea of whoever is driving the car, you're still in command of your life. This is a very important revelation, that you are in charge regardless of what anything looks like. You are still in charge of your life.
That's great.
This idea
Great
that
advice.
you're not is called paranoia.
Right.
It is powerlessness. And we are not powerless. And our whole language keeps creating us even more powerless, ergo the language codes, etc.,
Okay.
with that concept. So
Well-
let's go on to our
Well,
next caller.
I know we do have another call, but I
Yes.
was just going to mention real quickly what we have going on this weekend. We have
Okay.
opening of the third eye ceremony and Sekim initiations. And then on the 29th, vibrational healing. On the 30th, consciously creating your life. And then on the 12th of April, we're doing the crystal healing practitioner training. And on the 26th of April, we're doing opening of the throat chakra, finding your voice. And all this will be posted on the internet. And our next caller, hello caller, what's your name?
Hi, this is also Mary Jo.
Oh, Mary Jo. Yeah.
Happy
Power to the
spring
Marys.
equinox.
Yeah, you do. Is that today?
It is today.
Oh.
Yes.
Time.
What's that?
Well, I
Equinox.
have. First of all, I'd like to get a reading from Mary,
Okay.
and second of all, I'd like to get your thoughts on this. Something that's been happening for like the last 3 weeks. I have a real thing about geese as a totem. I love them. I'll stop what I'm doing when I see them flying overhead. For the last 3 weeks, at least once a day, sometimes twice, I'll only see 2 geese flying together or walking along the side of the road or doing whatever they do. I don't see flocks anymore. I just see 2. And I just wonder
Okay.
what you might think about that.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and hang up so you can talk.
Okay, great.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for calling. Our first card is the burden card, I believe. It's a little hard to see from that distance, but I will trust that. What we tend to do, and I've brought it up a number of times tonight, we carry other people's belief systems with us. We carry our parents particularly, and the environment we grew up in when we were little, and then we exchange that. We throw them all off as an adolescent, and then we pick back the ones we wish in an ideal scenario. But often we've got things going on where we just carry those with us further in. And so I feel like you've been letting go of these things, and here we go again, letting go of these kinds of old beliefs and really opening up to new things. And letting go is saying, there's something I've been calling to me, and it's time to let it go and let it sail back into my life right now. And the Master card is talking about mentoring someone else, but also finding a teacher or a mentor in your life that you're calling to you to assist you. And watch for messages from your guides, and I do feel that that's connected to the geese. So perhaps I'll let Neville begin with that, and then I will add the tie-in there when you're finished.
Well, the geese represent, as I'm sure our caller knows, represent guardian. That's what geese do. They guard. And if you've ever been up against a goose, they're an especially good guardian, especially if you're holding a loaf of bread and it's 5 minutes till the end of the show. And what's been going on, first of all, guardian, we said feeling of powerlessness, paranoia. But what's been going on, so that this is easily understood, is that the electromagnetic field, the magnetic field on our planet, is so modified. Each individual goose has a system in it, GPS, that's so completely screwed up, and that's the technical term, by the warping magnetic field, that it is at this point very easy for the goose to get separated from the other geese. And so I believe your pairs of geese walking around are going, where'd they go? Well, they were there a minute ago. What's the GPS say?
Well,
You getting a signal?